You take 8 different colors and draw a character for each one. That's the color wheel challenge, and in today's video I try to do this. Before we start with the first character, I also wanted to let you know that this video is a collaboration with Parblo, whose tablet I got to try out and use. I've collaborated once with them before, and for today's video, fitting to this being a color themed challenge, I got to draw on their pastel purple tablet. Pastel purple is actually my favorite color, in case you couldn't tell from my whole channel aesthetic and art, so getting to do this was a lot of fun. Here's a bit more info about the tablet. The tablet is 13.19 by 8.78 inches tall, and the workspace is 10 by 6.25 inches big. It is 0.31 inches thick, or more like thin. It's also very lightweight, weighing 630 grams, making it easy to transport. The Intangbo M also has 8 shortcut buttons as well as a wheel you can use to zoom, for example, which also has a button within. It is connected through a USB-C adapter and compatible with most drawing software like Photoshop, Clip Studio Paint, or what I personally use, Krita. What's also included in the package with the tablet are many nice accessoires, including a quick start guide with some pretty graphics, some stickers, a cleaning cloth, a drawing glove that is elastic and to me it's pretty comfortable, then also a cute bookmark, as well as a 1-year warranty. Another quick start guide including even more languages, one USB-C cable that is also purple fitting to the tablet, one OTG to micro adapter and one OTG to C-type adapter, a pen holder. This actually has 8 replacement nibs inside, as well as this ring with which you can exchange the nibs. And finally we'd have the pastel purple pen with 2 shortcut buttons. It has 8192 pressure levels, supports up to 60 degrees of pen tilt, and the wrap-out rate is at 266 pps. Also, Parblo was kind enough to send me their adjustable tablet stand. I'm used to drawing at an angle, so this is super useful to me. It's easy to adjust and was perfect for drawing with the Intangbo M tablet. To set the tablet up, you just follow the steps in the user guide. You can go to the Parblo site and get the driver for the tablet there. In the tablet settings, you can then customize the shortcut buttons of the tablet and pen. Since this was the second time I got to use a Parblo tablet, I was already familiar with these functions. Also, in case you're interested in a turquoise or pink tablet like this with a smaller size, you can see me review the Intangbo X7 in this older video. The tablet also comes in black in the M and the smaller sizes. As for setting the tablet up, this went pretty smoothly. I didn't run into any issues. I then went on to draw in Krita with it, the software I used to draw, and now I switched to the full screen recorded process of doing the challenge. And here I actually spin a wheel to decide on the first color I start to draw a character for. It looks like we're starting with pink. A character that immediately comes to my mind here would be Psyche from the anime The Disastrous Life of Psyche. Have you seen the anime or do you know him? You can let me know about this for all characters I draw in this video. I find Psyche's design really interesting. It fits to the show's whole aesthetic and comedic vibe. It's similar with all other character designs for this show. I enjoyed watching the anime a lot, and Psyche just is a pretty relatable character to me. Not that I have any psychic powers, but I can relate to many of the thoughts he has. I like him as a character a lot. Also, the red-haired character in the show really reminds me of Chiaki from Some Stars for some reason. When drawing Psyche, I had to look up his eye color. I think it is shown in the anime at some point, but only for a short time. Psyche almost always wears his iconic green glasses. Psyche's actual eye color would be purple. I found this pretty cool. Since I like purple a lot, I'm drawing on a purple tablet for this video, and it fits well to his hair color to me as well. Next, let's move on to red, the next color on the wheel. And here I went a bit of a trip down memory lane back in 2022. I know it isn't that long ago, but I actually got into anime at around 2020, and from then the type of anime I watch has changed. I started with watching more of shonen and shoujo type of anime instead of the idol or sports ones I mostly watch currently. This was a character I remember I really liked back then. When I also watched Re:Zero, the anime he is from, his name is Reinhard van Astria, and personality-wise, he was one of my favorite, maybe even my favorite character from the Re:Zero anime. I had to get some references for his outfit. I really like his outfit. It also has some purple stripes. Then I also got a reference for his sword. While I could have used the symmetry tool to make my life a bit easier and work faster, I kind of wanted to practice mirroring the sword in my mind, so I just drew it, but I also added in a straight guideline in the middle towards the end to make this a bit easier. I find doing this can really help to get the parts to look more accurate. Also, the focus when drawing these characters because for me was the face, so I didn't want to spend too much time on the props like the sword here. Next up is Orange. Here I drew another character from a show where it's been some time since I watched it, which would be Kyo Soma from Fruits Basket. I watched the anime here right as season 3 was finishing up. When I watch a show, I like to do it in one go, so I usually make sure the show, or at least the current season, is finished when I'm watching it. I just like to kind of focus on one fandom for a time and then move on to the next. What about you? And for Fruits Basket, while I don't relate to Toro and Kyo, the main couple of the show, that much, I like the overall characters and vibe. Currently I'm not that much into shoujo anime anymore, but here I find the characters pretty interesting. Saki is one of my favorites actually. I also like Momiji and Yuki, as well as Kazuma, Ayame and Akito a lot. I also added in a cat for Kyo because, well, I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you watch the show you know why. As I was drawing this cat for the orange character, I also had to think about Garfield. Do you know him? He's a orange cat, and I used to read some of the comics about him as a child. They were often funny to me, and my brother, for example, also likes him a lot. Next is the character for Yellow. Here I'm drawing Gilgamesh from Fate Grand Order. This is an anime I enjoyed as I was watching it, but right now I wouldn't really want to rewatch it. But Gilgamesh would be a character I still really like. Maybe he'd be my favorite from the Fate series. I know there are many games and anime related to this series. Do you know it as well? And for his outfit I saw that most of his outfits include this very big heavy golden armor, and yeah, he really likes gold, so this makes sense. But for the outfit here I went with one that he also wears in the anime, and I just found it looked really cool. But he also has this outfit where he basically has just tattoos and a necklace, so I was also thinking about maybe just drawing this, because then there would be more yellow in the outfit and less other colors like the blue for the outfit I ended up drawing. But yeah, I basically just drew a base with the body and then added in the outfit on top, and I find the blue complements his yellow hair really well. The next character I'm drawing is a younger one. For green we'd have Gon from Hunter x Hunter. His hairstyle is one of the most easily recognizable anime hairstyles probably. Hunter x Hunter also was one of the first anime I watched. It's a pretty long one, and Killua or Kurapika would probably be my favorite characters from this series. I also like Hisoka, Illumi, Chrollo, Phaeton, Kite or Keat, and Shayapoo from the anime. All of them have pretty interesting and different, unique personalities. Gon is a bit plain with his super motivated protagonist personality here to me. I also don't relate to him that much. He reminds me of Subaru from Ensemble Stars and Hinata from Haikyuu, for example. For Turquoise, I chose to draw Luca from Miraculous Ladybug. He's also probably my favorite character from there. But I have to say, I haven't watched that many episodes of Miraculous Ladybug. I mainly got to see some of it when being around my brothers or sister and friend who all really like the show and have seen many episodes. I would plan to watch it all when seasons and so on are out, and that will come out someday. But from what I could tell, it's a pretty good show, and Luca here likes to play the guitar. He's a very calm, laid back and nice character. My initial idea was to go with a pose from the back for him where he'd be holding his guitar. I kind of wanted the guitar to be parallel to the sword of Reinhardt, since they're on opposite sides for the wheel, and I find these elements sticking out make the characters look really cool together. But as I was drawing him and looking up references, I also wanted to try pose and drawing him in his Hyperion outfit when he's transformed. So overall for Luca I included 4 versions, 2 poses with 2 different outfits each. Let me know which one you like most. I've actually been wanting to draw Luca for a while, so getting to do this multiple times here was nice to me. For dark blue, I'm drawing Hanae from the Morose Mononoke. It's been some time since I watched this anime, but I really like it. It's pretty calming and fun. Hanae is the main character, and he basically gets to travel to a world of yokai, and I like him as a character a lot. He's a bit childlike and can be naive, and he always wants to help others and is a expressive, caring person. I drew him holding this small pet thing, which is called Fuzzy. He usually has with him in the show. Him and Kyo, once again characters on opposite sides of the wheel, here both have some animals on this wheel, and he just wears a school uniform in the anime. And a bit more about him would be the time employee for the Mononokean. And finally, for purple, I'm drawing a character from the anime Fairy Ranmaru, a pretty cool fantasy magical boy type of anime that, similarly to the previous one, gives me very nice comforting vibes. In this anime you also have some pretty cool transformation sequences, and for the characters that transform you actually have some pretty different looking faces and hairstyles, not just outfits. The regular versions kind of look more cute and I would say like your typical anime, while the transformation ones have these more older realistic look to them. I find this pretty pretty unique and it stands out for this show. For the regular outfits you have these uniforms, and for the transformed ones they look like knight or soldier armor, and the characters are all elves, so they look like elven knights. It's pretty cool to me. And the character here, whose name is Anmaru Ai, is pretty calm and cute. He is kind of the leader and first character you get introduced to in the anime. I also like the whole story and world of the characters. It's a pretty fun anime to me, and I would love to see more like these in the future. And that would be it for doing the color wheel challenge. Let me know which ones of the characters here you like most and which color you like most. As I said, my favorite color would be purple. My favorite ones include pastel purple, blue, turquoise and pink. And getting to draw a cute pastel purple tablet for this video was really nice. Now here are some of my thoughts on my experience when using it. I really like the feeling of the pen pressure and accuracy works well to me. The pen also is very lightweight and I can grip it nicely in my hand. I don't have to hold it too tightly, which could strain a hand. Another thing I really like about Parblo's tablets are the shortcut buttons. They're customizable, and while I am used to a keyboard, on this tablet you have 8 buttons as well as a wheel on which you can have multiple functions for it. You can basically only rely on these while drawing when you set it up to your preferences, which is really cool to me. For me, I used one button for undo, one for redo, one for mirroring the canvas, one for adjusting the brush size, one for the transform tool, one for the lasso selection tool, and for the color selector. And one of the buttons was already set to saving as function, and I really like this actually, so I just kept it like this. The wheel is then of course useful for zooming. Something that would be a nice addition here would be to be able to save a shortcut and assign it to a different key. If you want a shortcut like mirroring the canvas, for example, to be on a different key, you have to type it in again. It would be kind of cool if you could first overall write down all shortcuts and then assign them to one of the keys on the tablet. The pen buttons are useful to me as well, and I use these for the hand tool, so to move the canvas around, and the brush tool, so I could easily switch between hand and brush. This tablet also is really lightweight, and the adapters and cable make it easy to connect it to any device. It's pretty flexible. You could easily take it around with you and connect it to different devices, a PC, a laptop, a phone, especially if you don't have the budget or space for a good PC with a big drawing tablet. With this tablet you can get a really nice drawing experience using just a phone or a laptop. A negative point I mentioned in the last review video was that in the software I was using, in Krita, my PC didn't recognize all strokes when I drew very quickly. Here I didn't run into these issues. The accuracy of the lines worked well, but I had some issues with the pop-up palette. Again, even after turning on and off Windows Ink, as well as assigning the right-click mouse button to either the pen shortcut buttons or the tablet shortcut buttons, which usually makes the pop-up palette show up in Krita, this didn't work from here, and to get the pop-up palette to show up, I had to use my mouse because of this. This is probably a Krita-specific issue. While I still am more used to drawing and directly looking at what my hand is doing using a screen tablet, I like how you can keep your head lifted up when drawing on this tablet. This is nice for your posture and your neck. Compared to the Intangbo X7 I got to try out before, this tablet is bigger, which I personally prefer for drawing. I like making bigger movements using more of my shoulder and not just my wrist. It's also better for your hands to prevent injuries. The only pros, but some pros for getting a smaller tablet here would also be that you can carry it around more easily and that it's slightly cheaper. The color of this tablet and the overall look of it, as well as of Parblo's general design of the accessoires, the pen and so on, are really nice to me as well. I also saw that this pen used to be black for older versions of this tablet, but now it's purple, just like the tablet, and it looks amazing. As I mentioned before, I love pastel purple, and getting to draw on a aesthetic tablet like this one makes the drawing experience I have feel really nice. And that would be it for some thoughts about drawing with this tablet. If you're okay with getting used to drawing while looking at another screen, I find that learning to do that can really help to improve your hand-to-eye coordination. If you're okay with this, I can definitely recommend the Parblo Intangbo M if you're looking for a pretty tablet that's not too expensive. It's also available in a smaller size, a black color, and if you'd like a tablet that's a bit smaller and maybe pastel turquoise or pink, the Intangbo X7 might also work nicely for you. Since pastel purple is my favorite color, getting to draw on this tablet was amazing, and something even more amazing is that I got to host a giveaway on Instagram for this tablet. Parblo was kind enough to sponsor 2 more Intangbo tablets that 2 of my followers, they are won. I'm happy that they could receive them, and seeing their reactions made my day, so thanks a lot to Parblo. Alright, but now that's it for the video. If you want to, leave a comment with the characters you knew I drew in this video, or your favorite character from the drawings I did. You can also let me know your thoughts about the tablet, or your drawing tablet experiences. I love collaborating with Parblo for this video, and I look forward to seeing them grow. I would love it if there were more aesthetic nice tablets like the ones they create. Again, a big thanks to them, and a big thanks to you for watching the video. Have a nice day, and bye.